definitely still adjusting to the fact that I'm going to be lining up on a gate with all these guys again.
Smagical is a true inspiration, and not only that he's overcome all odds, but you know, everyone here is like, I don't think you should ride Smagical.
At the same time, it's honestly like woken up that nervous butterfly feeling that I really never thought I'd have again, because I didn't think I would be competing ever again on this level. Got me feeling alive again, that's for sure.
Around 2 years ago, Travis Pastrana, Dove Robnick, and I all got together and we had this idea for putting on kind of like the be-all, end-all of pit bike races. He's like, man, I don't even ride motorcycles, but these pit bikes, this is the most fun I've ever had in my life. What if we were to actually do a legit pit bike race? We wanted to sort of adopt the competitiveness and the humor and the rivalry that the UFC brings to the sport and put it into a moto event itself.
We are here at Pastrana Land. We're here for the Pit Bike National Championship.
Don't say enough about my mom, because she's cooler than you are.
I was saying she's awesome, is what I'm saying.
It's super incredible. There's a lot of awesome people here. It's going to be an awesome event. This pit bike track is like no other pit bike track in the world.
We're not allowing anyone on the track, so no one's even going to ride it until time qualifying, which means when you hit the track, you're going to be hitting these big jumps, scared absolutely out of your mind, trying to set the fastest time you can, and just get in and go. Hell track. If you ever watched the movie Rad, that's pretty much what's built out there. Everyone's like, man, I think we're all going to die.
It's going to be super sketcy. It's a proper 250, 450 track, but we're going to be trying to send everything on a pit bike. So it's going to be interesting, and I can't wait to get out there and ride.
It's gnarly. This is officially the gnarliest pit bike track I've ever seen in my life. And I knew I should have expected that coming here, but I'm just stupid, I guess. Time to go pick our bikes out. Let's go.
Can you see us? No. I'm super proud to be on the Black Rifle team. They're an inspiration. I love that they help out vets, and it's owned by vets. And my teammate Phil, he is amazing. He's the nicest guy ever. He's had a phenomenal recovery from his injury, and I couldn't be more stoked to be riding with this group of people. I mean, they're all amazing.
So out of 22 bikes, they're all identical on the outside, but they're all different on the inside. So let's hope these were good picks. You can't tell if to get them on the track though. Anything that you can be successful at without failing a million times isn't difficult enough to really call it success.
You have got to commit or you do what I did. I mean, I'm still walking, but I'm not happy about it. I was lucky enough to meet Phil about 3 years ago out here at Travis's house. We quickly became friends.
Hey, this is a close pit. You can't see what we're doing. Just cannot look under her hood.
Talking about the bike, he's talking about the bike. We're off to a good start. We're already stealing tools from the other team.
Right?
His humor, his glowing nature, his always positive attitude just kind of really drew me to him. So when I heard about his accident, that was devastating to everybody.
I've been riding and racing pit bikes for I think about 20 years. Which is kind of crazy to say, but pretty much along this entire career, the one thing that was constant was I always rode pit bikes. There's just something about it that it just makes you feel like a kid again, and that's what we're all kind of chasing, I think. And then that pressure splooges out the good side. That was what we call the money shot here at pit biking. Then the opportunity came up to try and break the world record for the long distance razor jump, and I'm not one to turn down opportunities, so probably foolishly I jumped at the chance to go and break the record.
You know, he's one of my best friends. He's one of the best trials riders in the world, and when he came out of the woods, I knew before he took off that it was going to be really bad.
As you can see from the video, which I'm sure you'll play right now, whoa, missed the whole landing, landed flat. As you can see, a lot of violent rolling and crashing and breaking of almost every bone that I knew existed. The bad part, of course, was the spine. I shattered some vertebrae in my neck, and that caused me to lose function from the neck down, and it was really tough. What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give an update after yesterday's crash. Overshot the landing just a wee bit. Ended up breaking my neck, both arms, collarbone, toe, ribs. Pretty much hurt all my feelings.
He was in the most pain anyone's probably ever been in, and still busting jokes.
What's up, everybody? Smagical update day 17. I fed myself my first meal today, so I'm going to throw back a little thank you to Trav, who fed me my first bit of applesauce on day 1 back in Tennessee. So thanks, buddy. I'm going to return the favor. Chugga, 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 chugga. Choo, choo.
You can't keep that man down. He's a true testament of just what the mind is able to overcome.
All right, that's dialed. This thing's gonna be fresh. All right, totally ready to race. Speaking of steps, unfortunately I wasn't able to get on the walking machine because of the condition of my collarbone, but my PT lady did get me up on the parallel bars and get me some step practice. The first few months, honestly, I wanted to die numerous times. Every night I would ask my wife to pull the plug because I couldn't do it myself, which turns out that was a good thing, because if I could have done it, I might have done it. But then I had Travis and the rest of the Nitro Circus crew and family around me, plus my family flew in and they were just there to kind of talk me off a cliff every night. We just landed, and today is the first time I've gone through an airport walking. Look at that. Isn't that a cool trick? Careful. And I just knew, even if it was only gonna be on mini bikes or on anything, I knew I would ride again. Never expected to be back to riding at a semi-professional level at all, and I still will not claim that I'm back to that level, but the fact is we're back here at Pastrana Land at the biggest pit bike race ever put together, and it's almost like the smallest bike I rode ended up being the one that gave me the biggest motivation to get back. So here we got the female and quadriplegic line. Yes. I do believe it has a big part in my recovery, a big part definitely in my happiness, and well, here this weekend it's got a big part in my fear. Yay, back to being scared at Pastrana Land. It feels just like home. Pit Bike Essentials, you got the Party Shirt International, neck brace, you know, the normal stuff.
They told him he would never use his right arm again. He'd be lucky if he ever walked again. And here he is, about to race and scaring me, quite honestly. The gnarliest pit bike race ever held on Hell Track.
All right, so we just wrapped up the first segmented practice session, and the middle segment, like right here, felt pretty good, these tables. But unfortunately that way and that way is a jump way too big for me. So there's two jumps that I can't seem to pull the trigger on. They happen to be the two biggest and probably most important jumps to the track. So I really just might have to have the filmer sub in for me, man. How you feeling? You want to race? Since I've been riding again, it's not triggering my triceps or my pecs yet, but it's making everything else come alive in my upper body, which had been pretty much stagnant. I mean, I couldn't even hold myself up off the handlebars when I started. I would just fall forward. And so literally I'd ride around in circles in the pasture with my goats and make myself do push-ups on my bike while I'm riding. So I'm doing these half-ass push-ups on my bike, but I feel like the vibration of holding onto the bars while riding the bike, it like was the weirdest but best therapy I could have done, I think. Probably if anybody saw me, they're probably like, what is this dude doing? But I was only surrounded by goats, so they don't judge. So that's why I like goats.
To see him out here right now and about to compete for our team, I couldn't be happier.
I respect the dude so much. No one comes back from that and keeps going and trying to do bigger and better things after you were paralyzed and told you were never gonna walk again, you know? He worked his butt off and he can do anything I can do or anybody else here. So it really amazes me in how well he recovered, and he worked his butt off to do that.
you know, he's definitely one of the greatest recovery and success stories of all time. And it's not because of what he's given, it's because of what he makes of every single day that he goes out. And I tell you what, there's no one more positive, no one that works harder, and no one that just loves motorcycles more than Smagical. So it's always an honor to be around him, and I'm scared for him, but you know, the doctors told him he'd never walk, and he's here.
Whoa, little bikes, big difficulty. I think I counted 14 and a half times that I almost just fell off the bike. Not because I like crashed, just I almost let go. But it was super fun, and first real race back, didn't DNF it. Well, that was the most exciting race humanly possible without the Black Rifle teammates in there. Although I did get to lead the pace lap, so I'm going to count that as making the main. But no, it was neck and neck. Stank Dog scrubbed his way for the win, ditched the bike midair, windows down, threw his body past the finish line. I don't even know who won, but that was the best race I've seen on big bike, small bike, any bike. It was just amazing. So if they make this in a series, we're making the main next time. To do it now, it is like, it honestly feels surreal and like fake sometimes. I'm like, there's no way that I just passed Travis Pastrana on a pit bike 2 years after that just happened to me. It seems, even though I'm living it, and it seems fake and seems like a miracle, and I still can't get over the fact that I'm here doing this again, even at this level that I'm at. This mini bike has been the best therapy tool I could ever imagine. So to use this therapy tool to now go race against the world's best racers is insane to me. But we kind of make a living off of insane, I guess.